Here's our alien shield that was purchased for about 20 bucks from our local As Seen on TV retailer, and we haven't opened it yet, but it looks almost like what the flex tape or the gorilla tape will be, like it seals and patches and adheres even well wet. Let's do a quick unboxing. All right, so we have an initial empty box and then 3 very small rolls of tape. Now each roll is supposed to be 4 inches wide and 5 feet long. I'm gonna open this first one. We'll set these on the side just so we can get a close look at the tape. First thing we do is we take off the alien shield sticker there, and you can see right here, you can start peeling the tape back. So the outer part of this tape, let me get some light on here. The outer part of this tape is just tape, right? On the inside, it is immediately sticky. There's nothing you're supposed to like pull off right there. So be careful when you start rolling this out, it is immediately sticky. So let's go test it out on a few different things. Here I have yet another Lowe's bucket that I drilled a hole in and tried plugging, except the time when I drilled this one, it's not perfectly round, so it's definitely leaking around it. It's actually leaking worse than the other side. You can see the water level right here. I'm gonna take the alien shield and cut about a 4-inch patch to go right over top. I'm gonna hold it for 30 seconds and try to get all the air bubbles out. We'll see if it patches this hole. Here goes nothing. Let's take the plug out and put the tape over. Just gonna hold it here in place and hold it for 30 seconds. If we look at the patch, it looks like it's doing a pretty good job. I might notice a little bit of water coming out from the top, but you can see this pretty much covered it. You're supposed to try to push out these air bubbles as best you can. I held it there for 30 seconds, but you can see there is, well, the hole. Let's put my hand there. And it still feels a little tacky on the inside. Cool. Let's try to patch now on the other side of this bucket on the inside. All right, so here's the other side of the bucket. This hole was a little worse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this tape and put it on the inside of the bucket as soon as I remove the plug. Let's do it. Plug's out, tape's in front. I'm gonna hold it there now for 30 seconds. So you can see our patch now on the inside is holding tight. There's might be a little droplet or 2 of water, and that could just be because the imperfection of the hole where I didn't get all the burrs or plastic shards off. Anyway, you can see that I do have water in here. There's my patch on the outside over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit here for a day just to see if we develop any leaks. We're 2 hours in, and on the side where I put the tape on the inside, I'm really impressed. It's actually dry, there's no leaks, I love it. Let's check the other side. Everywhere around has sealed except for the top right here. And so that's kind of sad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna get a little piece of tape and stick it over top of that seam to see if that will hold the water in. So you can see where I put the tape. I didn't think when I first did it that it might not adhere to the actual other tape itself because, well, they're in the roll together, but it seems to be sealed up here on the bucket, although you do see like a gap or color. The water at least stopped. We'll see how it lasts through the rest of the day. So I originally filmed this after 1 day and I noticed that there was no more leaking. And so I said, I just want to see how long this will sit. So now I've been sitting a total of 7 days and I have just a little bit of a leak here. Now remember, this is where we put the extra piece of tape. So that's doing a great job. If we look at the side where the tape was put on the inside, we have not leaked at all since that tape was on. And yet again, after a week, still holding strong. It's been 2 weeks since I've had this bucket of water sitting on my porch, and look, it's frozen. It got really, really cold last night, actually the last few nights. This part right here, we've had good success since the very beginning. It's not leaked at all, and this is where the tape is on the inside. Interesting fact, it's still tacky right here, and I can feel the ice on the other side there. Here's where we had our leak originally. We had to do a little patch up here, and that's held nicely. Here, I can feel the ice there. I don't see anything down here. I'm really impressed with actually how long this lasted. And now I'm going to end the test right here. After 2 weeks, I think it did a great job. Before we go much further, if you're new here, my name is Jeff, and this is Jeff Reviews for You. I review a whole lot of products. I specialize in reviewing as seen on TV items. If that's something that aligns with what you're looking for online, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's get right back to reviewing this alien shield. So the bucket test went a whole lot better than I thought. So I built a little contraption. You can see down here I have a brass fitting that'll accept a garden hose, and then this will go into a completely sealed pipe simulating a line of water with pressure. The first test will be we're going to drill a hole through with the pressure off and then tape it and then turn the pressure on and see if that holds. And if that holds, we're going to drill another hole, turn the water back on, and tape it while it's under pressure. Let's start the test. We put our hole in the pipe. It's a 3/8 inch hole. Watch what happens when I turn the water on. It shoots up like a rocket. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn that off, and then we're going to dry the pipe. We're going to tape the pipe dry and then turn it on. Here we are putting on the tape. It's going to go around, and what I'm going to do, just like the other ones, I'm going to hold it here for 30 seconds, making sure I have no air bubbles in place, giving this the best case scenario. We've let that tape sit for almost a minute, and now we're going to turn the water on. Oh, I saw the water pop up to go there, but nothing came through. Very cool. I'm going to let this on for just a little while and see if it changes, because I can feel this bubbling up. I've had the water on for 2 minutes now, and you can see that this tape is being pushed up. I'd say it's about the size of a $50, but I can see the tape right here. Let's see if I can get a better view of it. Being put. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that did not hold under pressure. So, tell me, have you used Alien Shield before? Would you consider it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Now we're going to try one last thing with Alien Shield. Another claim to fame of the Alien Shield is that it'll actually seal a hole in an air mattress. Well, I'm not going to go put a hole in the air mattress to test this out, but it is the end of pool season, so I don't mind sacrificing this inner tube pool toy. Let's put a hole in it. There it goes. I have a piece of the Alien Shield off to the side. We're going to put it on, covering that hole in its entirety. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get as much of these air bubbles out as I can. It is very difficult to do something that's inflated, but I just want to see if I can seal that as best I can. I'm actually pinching both sides, as you can see. All right, I don't know if you can see right there, but this crack or that line that goes right across there is where our hole was put in, and this tape has been held on for over a minute, and I don't see any air bubbles or holes right around here. Now, there was some here on the outside. I've been trying to work that out. But I'm going to try now to inflate this all the way up to see if it holds air. Well, we've re-inflated this inner tube, and it's still holding strong. I'm going to let it sit here. We'll check in on it through the day. So far, I'm impressed. I thought this thing was going to immediately start leaking out air, but I don't seem to have any air leaking out. 1 week has passed since we first taped our inner tube here, and it did deflate a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's just because it's a $2 inner tube or because of the tape patch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-inflate it, and then I have a bottle of soapy water that I'm going to spray over top of our patch to see if we get any bubbles. Here is the moment of truth. I don't see any bubbles coming out of there, so it looks as though this patch is holding pretty strong, and I put some pressure on this inner tube over the last week. In this video, we've been taking a look at Alien Shield. It's a new product in the Alien line. I think they've had Alien Tape, they've had Alien Seal, and now Alien Shield. So what did I think of it? Well, first things first, the price point, $20. You know that I love it when things fall right within that as seen on TV price point. I like that it came with 3 convenient to use rolls, and one thing that I really loved is when you went to peel back that roll of tape, there wasn't a special backer on the back. You know my complaint with the Gorilla Tape and the Flex Seal tape is it's hard to get that back off just to use the tape. So this one just peeled off like regular tape, and that was very convenient. It did a great job sealing that bucket of water, which makes me think, man, this would be great for sealing up vinyl on pools, at least get you through the season, and that's pretty sweet. I was surprised that it kept the air inside the inflated inner tube. I thought there was no way that this was going to happen. So if you have like an air mattress and it's got a leak in it or a hole in it, this might be something that could seal it up at least temporarily just to get you through the times when you're going to be using it. I will say you have to clean the area with rubbing alcohol, let it dry, then seal it, and make sure you really get all those air bubbles out. But I was shocked that it kept the air in the inner tube and sealed that cut. I did have it at least 3 times the size of the cut, so just something to know there. Also, this does not go on top the fuzzy parts of air mattress, just the plastic vinyl. After the bucket test, I was really hopeful this would hold something under pressure, but as you saw, it only lasted for a few minutes and then it just blew that leak right open. So definitely not something that would hold under pressure like a hose or a pipe. That was my review of Alien Shield. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. Couple last observations about the Alien Shield. First, it does have a pretty strong scent. It smells a lot like a powerful glue. Also, when you put this on, prepare to leave it wherever you're going to put it. This is not something that you're just going to be able to take off very easily. In fact, I've not been able to take any of the tape off that I've adhered to different items. Just a word of caution. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of Alien Shield. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to link my other Alien videos right up here. And I would love it if you would click on this playlist. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you right here. So go ahead, click it. It's safe, I promise.